Hi, Franklin.
Hello there, how are you doing?
I'm fine. First, I'd like you to tell us a bit about what being a pop culture strategist is all about.
Pop culture strategy is about understanding how culture is evolving
Okay.
and developing ideas, strategies, and blueprints to tap into that culture. So I call myself a pop culture strategist means from day to day, the kind of brands I work with, the kind of clients and organizations, I tap into my knowledge of culture and help them leverage ideas and strategies for their brands. An example, for example, would be PepsiCo, Pepsi. How do you understand the wave in terms of how Nigerians are strongly identifying with symbolisms that promote Africanness, identification for culture, proud of what is intrinsically African, our own. And those kind of ideas begot the kind of campaign, Nigeria we own kind of stuff. I'm proud of Nigeria. And all those kind of slangs and speak. It could also affect in terms of the kind of music. So whether you're looking at music, whether you're looking at film, whether it's media and entertainment, anything that taps into popular forms of culture, beyond it just seeing it happen, how can you take ideas from those things and turn them into products, into platforms, into things that people will connect with. So that's the whole idea of pop culture.
Yeah, that's great. So, what are your thoughts on the Small Business Day initiative by Toolz?
I think it's a great thing. I think we should have more of this. The very few brands I've seen do something like this. One was Heritage Bank. They used to have like a small business market, and it was very, very great thing. I think about 2 years ago. These kind of things are ideal because if you can see in the past 3-4 years, there's this whole growth and proliferation of entrepreneurism and entrepreneurship and small businesses, SMEs, collaboration and co-op centers. That's where the whole trend is going. And you see a lot of brands, venture capitalist organizations trying to tap or promote or fund those ideas from entrepreneurs or people who are thinking this way. The thing is, these people are also looking for people that are promoting this, the small business ideas, the small owners. They could even just be ideators. They've not even brought any product to life. They're already looking for inspiration. Things that will affirm what they think they are doing. A lot of them are scared about what they want to venture into. Some don't have the kind of capital to do some of the ideas. And not everybody has the kind of support or environment on people that can make things come to life. So platforms and enterprises as this are very important to help promote their thinking, promote their ideas, where they come together and forge collaboration hubs, where they come together and see other people with like ideas and say, how can we work together to co-create something like this? So I think it's beautiful and rightly so.
Okay, finally, one last question. Sure. So, what do you think about how small businesses operate currently in Nigeria, and what do you think they can do to ensure that their businesses grow and probably not just, there's this trend where people start businesses and in 2-3 years you don't hear of the businesses. So how can businesses manage that in such a way that the businesses grow even when they're not there, the businesses?
That's why platforms like Small Business Day is important, because while I understand the need of creation of wealth, and I want to be economically viable, and I want to get my own pay, no matter what kind of product, organization, or brand you're doing, there are certain things you have to put in place. You have to have a very strong business plan. You have to be able to have a marketing strategy, because at the end of the day, you are talking to people, and those people behave or do things differently, behave on terms of the kind of external influences that come around. It could be culture, it could be economics, it could be peer pressure, it could be different things they see. So as long as those things are happening every day, you have to be able to have those things put in place to tap into those ideas. So if you're a small business owner, you have to create a brand, because productivization is commoditized. Everybody's doing the same thing. How do you stand out? So you need a very strong brand identity. In order to do that, you need to learn about it. Secondly, you need to give your brand purpose. Does your brand have purpose? Why are you in existence? Why should I take your brand compared to the other guy? If you don't do that, after a period of time, after the whole uniqueness of launch and fame, after a while, you die away, because there's no distinction, there's no positioning. Thirdly, you need to market the brand. So who is your customer? Have you segmented your market? Who is your primary, your secondary customer? Who is buying? Who is purchasing? Who is shopping? You need to be able to do those, and those things entail research, observation, trend spotting. So you can observe, you can learn, you can iterate, and you can plow back. Fourthly, you need to understand culture. How will culture affect my business? Which industry or which segment are you in? How can things from one industry affect what I'm doing? Let's say, for example, you're in transportation. So that means you're in the business of mobility. You have to understudy the mobility business. How do people move from one place to the others? So am I moving people, or am I moving ideas? Am I moving products, or am I moving experiences? Those are the kind of things you need to put into play. When those things are very well factored, then you see your brand being there.
Thank you so much for this point.